The livestock subsector continues to play a very important role in agriculture in Saint Vincent and the Grenadines. There are hundreds of livestock farmers who were affected by the explosive eruption of La Soufrière. Many persons have been calling, noting that they're having problems with feeding their animals. It's not the first time that we have a program from the Ministry of Agriculture to assist with livestock farmers in terms of getting feed for the animals. But definitely, we have never had such a challenge of this magnitude. I wish to thank all international partners who have been working with us. And today I want to especially thank Iica for their excellent work in working with the vet division to ensure that we are going to be able this morning to assist farmers, livestock farmers nationally with distribution of feed. There are 6 different depots around the country established, and farmers this morning, some persons will be receiving feed, some persons will not be receiving feed, because when we made the second order of $100,000, which will be financed by the central government, when we made that second order to the feed mills, they noted that they will need a few more days to get that order together. So I just want to assure the farmers, those persons who don't get today, there's an initial 10,000 US dollars worth of feed which will be distributed today. Outside of that, there will be $100,000 worth of feed which will be coming next week. And we intend to have a particular focus for persons in the farmers in the red zone. And we are going to come up acting on the advice and the clearance, of course, of NEMO as to how will be able as a ministry with our staff to go into the red zone when it's safe to do so and place feed in strategic places so that our animals will be able to get feed and the nourishment needed. We have a request from several persons locally to supply them with animal product, and we are working to ensure that the different centers have beef available and fish. I was advised by the technicians in the vet division that the quantity of livestock that we have in the red zone may place extreme pressure on the feed that is available. And at some point in time, there may be an opportunity whereby we may have to seek an export market for some of these animals so as to lighten the burden, the pressure placed on the feed supplies. We have an excellent relationship with the private sector in Grenada. However, I want to assure Vincentians, assure citizens that food security and food sovereignty are first importance to us, and we will not be exporting animals once we need them here in Saint Vincent and the Grenadines. A judgment call would be made from a technical standpoint, and if there are animals that will place pressure on our feed supply systems, then we would like the farmers to get a return on their investment. I'll now pass you over to the chief vet, and then Mr. Dalton from Iica will have some closing remarks.
Good morning. This morning we are giving feed to farmers. The feed that we'll be giving would be to ruminants and pigs. Now, we need to have farmers know that even though they're giving this type of feed, this is commercial feed, we only are going to be complementing this feed with grass. So we would not be giving a lot of feed to the sheep and goats because they will come down with different problems. So we're asking you to be very careful when you're feeding that you don't feed a whole quantity. We would advise you in terms of the amount to feed small ruminants and cattle. But the pigs, we can give them as much as possible because they can eat this food without any problem. And we're also advising that you continue to wash the grass as much as possible and feed to the animals. We also advise that you give them deworming and also some molasses so that they can get some more strength as we continue. And we would like to assist with water and feed as soon as possible, as in grass, as soon as possible. Thank you, Minister.
A pleasant good morning. My name is Michael Dalton. I'm the technical specialist at the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture. Iica is a hemispheric organization whose mandate is to support the efforts of member countries to develop their agriculture and rural communities. We pride ourselves on being able to make this intervention here today and to supply to the Ministry of Agriculture 1,200 plus sacks of feed for distribution to farmers. We recognize immediately the urgency of the situation and the need for a quick response. And we wanted to make this initial donation to support the efforts of the ministry to support the livestock sector. We view this as a beginning of the support effort, and we look towards what other contributions we can make now in the immediate phase of response, but also longer term as to the redevelopment of the agricultural sector as we get beyond this stage. So I'm happy to be a part of this process. Happy as usual to be in such close collaboration with the Ministry of Agriculture, the Minister, the Chief Agricultural Officer, the CVO and others. And I look forward really to addressing the challenges that we immediately face and will face in the coming days and weeks. Thank you very much.